jolt to the Modi government, the Supreme Court today rejected the centre's objection over examining the leaked Rafale documents. The Supreme Court bench, comprising of 3 judges, CJI Ranjan Gogoi, SM Kaul and KM Joseph, also showed a green flag to examine 3 of these alleged leaked documents. With the judgment coming in just one day before the first phase of voting for the decisive 2019 Lok Sabha election, the trouble for BJP may well increase further. However, Congress has received a push for its campaign targeting the Indo-French Rafale Deal. Now, just ahead of the Lok Sabha polls, the Rafale controversy has hit the headlines again. But let us first tell you the backstory. On December 14 last year, the Supreme Court dismissed petitions by several individuals seeking a court-monitored probe in the Rafale deal. Former BJP leader Yashwant Sinha and Arun Shourie, along with lawyer and activist Prashant Bhushan, had also moved the apex court with a plea for a direction to the CBI to register an FIR for alleged irregularities in the deal. However, the Supreme Court bench dismissed it and gave a clean chit to the Modi government. However, after the Hindu's investigative series on Rafale deal, the trio moved to the Supreme Court again demanding a review of the apex court's earlier judgment. The Hindu's investigative series revealed that the Indian negotiating team had dissented over the alleged parallel negotiation track opened by PM Modi with the French side, which eventually hampered India's negotiating powers. Last month, the Hindu's report explained how no bank guarantee led to expensive Rafale deal under the Modi government. It was the third in the Hindu series focusing on the deal, reported by NRAM. The core point of the report was that despite getting no bank guarantee or even sovereign guarantee by the French side, the new Rafale deal was expensive. On March 6, the Supreme Court took up the review petitions in the Rafale case filed by Prashant Bhushan, Arun Shourie and Yashwant Sinha. Attorney General K.K. Venugopal was representing the government. A 3-judge bench was hearing the case in an open court. Prashant Bhushan argued that the court was misled and crucial documents regarding Rafale deal were suppressed during an earlier hearing. He also sought to present the documents that were published by The Hindu. However, Venugopal said that the write-ups were based on stolen documents which were stolen from the Defence Ministry and an investigation into the theft is on. Venugopal said the first write-up appeared in The Hindu on February 8 and latest report published by it was aimed at influencing the proceedings and that amounts to contempt of court. Further, he had said that the documents published are secret and classified documents and thus are in violation of Official Secrets Act. The documents that he was referring to include a file noting a dissent note and a report by Indian negotiating team. He said that a note filed cannot be subject of the judicial process. However, Justice Joseph pulled him up and asked if the case would have been of corruption, can it dismiss the leaked documents as they are covered under the Official Secrets Act? He said, and I quote, "Suppose there is a corruption complaint, are you going to shelve it under national security? Is there a liberty to commit corruption?" Now on March 14, last month, the Supreme Court reserved its judgment on the matter of whether the alleged leaked documents can be examined by the court or not. Today, the court dismissed the centre's objection and gave a go-ahead. Celebrating the verdict, petitioner Arun Shourie said that we are delighted it is a unanimous verdict dismissing centre government's peculiar argument on the admissibility of the documents.
Court. So we are very confident that we will get a good opportunity to put forward 2 things. One is the review petition regarding their own initial judgment, and second is our perjury petition. Because we have said that you have been misled into making so many errors in the judgment. They come up surfaced because the government misled you. And we have shown how that has happened, and therefore we would very much want those officers and others to be brought to you for perjury.
Congress spokesperson Randeep Surjewala conducted a press conference welcoming the Supreme Court decision. He said that Prime Minister Narendra Modi lied repeatedly to the people and also to the Supreme Court. He said the government gave an affidavit to the Supreme Court that the CAG report has given them a clean chit, based on which a judgment was delivered by the Supreme Court. However, he said that the Congress party found out later that the CAG report was not even prepared.
The entire structure of lies built by Prime Minister Modi lies shattered in tatters. Prime Minister Modi used to hide behind a self-pronounced clean chit by the Supreme Court. But today's Supreme Court has demolished that lie of clean chit of the Prime Minister also. to hide the lies of Rafale, Modi ji spoke 100 lies. But truth has finally caught up with him. And the truth is that राफेल की चोरी में चौकीदार चोर है. Modi ji lied repeatedly to the people as also to the Supreme Court. First, Modi government gave an affidavit to the Supreme Court that the CAG report has given them a clean sheet. Supreme Court delivered a verdict based on the so-called CAG report. But we found out later that the CAG report had not even been prepared nor presented to the parliament as the government claimed. Modi government and the Prime Minister hid crucial facts and evidence from the Supreme Court. They hid that the price of the plane was increased from 526 crore to 1600 crores and refused to tell the price to Supreme Court on the so-called ground of breach of national security.
Commenting on the Supreme Court decision, Congress President Rahul Gandhi reiterated his allegations चौकीदार चोर.
कुछ दिन पहले प्रधानमंत्री जी का एक इंटरव्यू आया था और उसमें प्रधानमंत्री जी ने कहा, पहली बार उन्होंने पत्रकार से मतलब वो उनका स्ट्रक्चर्ड इंटरव्यू होता है वो किया और पत्रकार से उन्होंने कहा कि सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मुझे सफाई दी है, सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मुझे क्लीन चिट दी है, वगैरह वगैरह ने मुझे क्लीन चिट दी है. आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने क्लियर कर दिया है कि चौकीदार जी ने चोरी करवाई. सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक्सेप्ट किया है कि राफेल मामले में कोई ना कोई करप्शन, कोई ना कोई भ्रष्टाचार हुआ है. और जैसे मैं पहले से कह रहा हूं, अगर राफेल मामले पे इन्वेस्टिगेशन होगा तो दो नाम है भाइयों और बहनों, दो नाम है, नरेंद्र मोदी जी और अनिल अंबानी जी. मुझे बहुत खुशी हो रही है कि जो मैं महीनों से कह रहा हूं कि हिंदुस्तान के प्रधानमंत्री ने एयरफोर्स का पैसा चोरी करके अनिल अंबानी जी को दिया है, 30,000 करोड़ रुपए दिए हैं. उस बात को आज सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने मान लिया है और सुप्रीम कोर्ट इन्वेस्टिगेशन करने जा रही है. मैं रोज डिबेट के लिए चैलेंज कर रहा हूं.
Now the court is yet to fix the date for the next hearing, but all eyes will be fixed on April 11 voting to know whether this new development in the Rafale case will reflect in the polling pattern or not. Well, for more news and updates, stay tuned to HW News. Now you can also download our app on your Android Play Store and Apple Store.
Now be the first to know about the latest updates on our new news app. Go on your Android or iOS, search for HW News Network. Download our app, choose the language you prefer to get updates in, and be up to date with the latest news.